So remember the first video on this channel? I recreated my first game and it was... So, in my first video, I made a horror game which really sucked.
Hold up.
I know you're about to click off. Don't worry, I got you. No jump scares or any scary stuff. Maybe. Switch up the happy music. The game, called Dirt, is really plain and all I wanted to do was create something scary for fun. It has no story, a pointless goal, and it's just trash. Because of these reasons, I wanted to make a remake of it to see what I can do after half a year of game dev since that video. Alright, first things first, we copied the movement script from the original game. Oh man, this is such beginner code. Let's get into making the forest. So in Dirt, I used the forest from the asset store. So for this game, I wanted to make my own. I tried modeling a forest in Blender, and it was going really well until I imported it into Unity. So many hours wasted, fuck. So yeah, I just stuck with using that forest from the asset store. I wanted this game to have a scary aesthetic, so I did what anyone would do. I added some fog. Pretty nice so far. To make this game more interesting, I made this hut, which serves as a save point for the player, or maybe some lore. So I started to work on the enemy. The enemy in Dirt is really wonky and it just follows the player without any brain. I used an asset store model as an enemy, but this time, I didn't make it as well, but it's not from the asset store. You can tell I was really a beginner back then because I didn't even know how to use textures on the enemy. I coded the enemy AI, making it so that the enemy will walk around when idle and run at you when spotted. Still not a great system, but I'll change it later. I mean, I really gotta change it when my GPU is this high. So I didn't know where to start with the story. So after some brainstorming, I slapped a car somewhere in the forest and boom, there's lore. Alright, now that I'm so focused on the lore, I'm going to make the interior of this hut to make some story out of the monster. And behind this hut, I made a small shed for the keys I'm going to make later. And somewhere else in the forest, I made another strange building, particularly for lore and to take up some space. Our scene doesn't have that scary mood to it yet. It still feels a bit empty. So I made some rain, and damn it, realistic rain is freaking hard to make. And this is what I came up with. 2D rain, yes. Okay, like I said before, the enemy AI is still plain. So I followed the tutorial by the Kiwi coder. Epic dude, go check him out. Which allowed the enemy to have realistic line of vision and detection. Now time to add the keys. Like my original game, Dirt has 3 spinning diamonds as keys. Of course, to keep this channel tradition, the keys are still spinning diamonds. I freaking love spinning diamonds. Anyways, time to work on the lore again. So I started to make some notes in paint.net. These notes are from the enemy, which is like his own diary. I know it's weird, but it might connect later. To view these notes though, I had to make a whole inspect camera like in AAA games like Amnesia. And here's how it looks like. Personally, I think it's really cool. Now we need a goal for our game. So by collecting the 3 keys, you can unlock this underground door. This door looks oddly similar to the one in Dirt. I wanted to add some extra oomph in my game, so I stuck some vines on this building and added some other details. It's gonna make the game so much better, but you'll never notice it. Now, time to draw the map. So back in paint.net, I drew a pretty crappy map out of the actual map of the forest. Ignore the paint quality, it's the best I can do. Add some few minor bugs, but this bug took me hours to fix. I can't press the buttons! Oh wait, that was just a panel. Okay, time for the sound effects. So I started with the nature sounds. I used the bush sounds from the original game and added some rain sounds. But also, the enemy needs sounds to give the player a cue that he's nearby. So I couldn't find a suitable sound effect online, so the only option was to make it myself. So here I use my mouth. What a weirdo. So the door in the original game has nothing beyond it.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
You literally just slap the enemy. In this game, however, I plan an underground scene after you enter the door. So I want the monster to be chasing the player across this long tunnel or mines. You know how many games have this like bright ending door or whatever? So I added that as the finish line of my game. There is lore to it though. All I did here was put lights in a freaking box. Smart. This is the scene that plays after you touch the white box, cause I don't know, more lore and walking into a white box is kinda disappointing. So, alright, our favorite part, making the jump scare. Unlike Dirt, I wanted this jump scare to be actually scary and have some depth to it. So this is how it looks like compared to Dirt. Nice. Well, this game isn't complete without a main menu, and why is there a freaking car in the forest? I made a simple animation where you, the player, sucks at drifting and you fall off the cliff. So, what do I call this game? Maybe Dirt Remake. Maybe Muck. Oh no, wait, that's taken. Lost Monster? No! Lost Grime! Lost Grime. More like lost my project. And also, now the main menu's done. So I gave 2 of my Discord members my game to playtest. Shout out to the HeadQuaters and Pixxy Discord server link down below. And they gave me a whole list of bugs and things I could add. One of them was a compass. They got a point cause that map is kinda useless. So after some coding, I got the compass working. However, there was one large bug in my game. Freaking glitching chunks! So here's the game so far. No jump scares, I promise. If you don't want to see it, you can skip to this timestamp, and please enjoy.
Flash.
Well, there it is, my new horror game. I'm proud of this game because I've used everything I learned since the making of the original Dirt, and I added lore which I've never done before, and better graphics. If any one of you can crack the lore, I'll give you a cookie. Yeah, comment down below what you think the lore is, or make a video on it. If you want to play the game's on my itch.io page, link in the description. 2D game next? Maybe game jam? I don't know. Smash like, hit subscribe, ring bell, and